60 plus. These 5 bedtime foods rebuild muscle while you sleep. Are your legs getting weaker each morning? You're not alone. After 60, millions of people silently lose muscle mass while they sleep even if they're eating well during the day. But here's the shocking part, it's not your age. It's what you're doing or not doing before bed. Because certain foods can either rebuild your muscles overnight or slowly cause them to waste away. And what most seniors eat at night is quietly draining their strength, balance, and energy one night at a time. What you're about to hear might shock you. This isn't about protein shakes, supplements, or a crazy diet. These are 5 ordinary foods often overlooked that help restore your strength while you sleep. If you want to avoid falls, regain energy, and feel younger in the morning, don't miss what's coming. Let's start with the most common mistake older adults make after dinner, and it's probably something you've done this week. Let's begin with number 5. Number 5, skipping protein before bed. This might sound harmless. After all, haven't we always been told not to eat too late? That going to bed with food in your stomach is bad for digestion. Maybe you've heard phrases like "don't eat after 7 p.m." or "let your stomach rest overnight." So dinner becomes a light soup, a piece of fruit, or sometimes nothing at all. And you go to bed thinking you've done the right thing. But most people over 60 don't realize that this common habit may be one of the silent reasons they're waking up weaker each day. After 60, your body doesn't hold onto muscle the way it used to. And when you go to bed without enough protein, or the right kind, your body may start breaking down your own muscle tissue to fuel overnight repair. While you sleep, your body is still hard at work regulating hormones, healing tissues, calming inflammation, stabilizing blood sugar, and even supporting brain function. All of this requires amino acids, the building blocks of protein. If those amino acids aren't available from food, your body pulls them from your muscles. It's like trying to fix a house by tearing down your own walls to get materials. This process is called catabolism, and it happens more often in older adults due to something known as anabolic resistance. That simply means your muscles don't respond to protein as efficiently as they once did. In a younger body, a few grams of protein can trigger muscle growth. But after 60, it takes more, and it takes timing. Nighttime is when your body is primed to rebuild. Hormones like melatonin and growth hormone are released, which help repair tissue and rebuild strength. But this only happens if your body has the right nutrients in the bloodstream. Maybe lately you've noticed your legs feel heavier when you walk, or your arms look softer even though your weight hasn't changed. Your steps might feel slower or your balance a bit less steady when you stand up. That slow loss of confidence in your body, that feeling that something's off, is a common sign of age-related muscle loss. In fact, experts estimate that after the age of 60, many people lose 1 to 2% of their muscle mass every year if they don't take steps to protect it. That's not just about strength. It means a greater risk of falls, slower reflexes, weaker bones, and even a decline in cognitive function. But here's the good news. You can stop this trend. And you can even reverse it without pills, powders, or expensive programs. A well-known study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that older adults who consumed 30 grams of protein before bed significantly increased overnight muscle protein synthesis. In plain terms, they rebuilt muscle while they slept. You don't need a heavy dinner or a steak at bedtime. A simple snack can work wonders. Try this. A half cup of Greek-style yogurt, rich in casein protein, can digest slowly through the night. Add a few pumpkin seeds for crunch and zinc, and you've created a powerful bedtime recovery food. Or try a slice of whole grain bread with almond paste. You'll get a good mix of protein, healthy fats, and steady energy that helps your body rebuild instead of break down. If you're not hungry, even a cup of warm lentil or pea soup can give you what your muscles need to recover. What you want to avoid is going to bed with only sugar or carbohydrates. A banana or a slice of toast with jam might give you a quick energy boost, but it doesn't give your muscles any of the repair materials they need. That's like fueling a car without maintaining the engine. Now think about this. If you've been waking up groggy, needing multiple cups of coffee to get going, or feeling stiff before you even get out of bed, it might not just be poor sleep. It could be your muscles crying out from overnight breakdown. Have you felt it? You went to bed tired but not exhausted, and woke up feeling sore and sluggish. You stretch, you yawn, you rub your neck or your knees, wondering why everything feels so tight and heavy. That's your body sending a signal. It's asking for help. Not just in the morning, but before you even fall asleep. You don't need to feel full at night. In fact, smaller snacks are often better for digestion. Think a spoonful of ricotta cheese with berries, or a scoop of plant-based protein blended with oat milk. These foods don't just help with muscle, they improve metabolism, help with sleep cycles, and support deep brain recovery that happens during REM sleep. Because everything in the body is connected. Muscle loss isn't just about how your arms or legs look. It affects posture, breathing, blood sugar control, joint health, and even mood. So here's what you can do. Tonight, instead of skipping your evening meal or snacking on empty calories, choose something that gives your body the building blocks it's craving. Even a small change in your evening habits can help you feel stronger and steadier over time. And remember, consistency matters. Eating protein once won't change everything. But creating a habit of supporting your body with the right foods at the right time will. So let your food do the heavy lifting while you sleep. Let it repair your joints, refuel your muscles, and help you wake up with more energy, better balance, and less pain. Because you deserve to feel strong in the morning. And that's just the beginning. If this video is helping you protect your mind and body, please take a moment to subscribe and visit thegoldenyearsrx.com, where seniors from around the world are learning to age smarter with clarity, vitality, and confidence. You're not alone on this journey. Next, we'll look at a popular bedtime mistake that's often praised as healthy, but it might be silently blocking your muscles from healing overnight. Number 4. Avoiding healthy fats before bed. This might surprise you. For years, we've been told to stay away from fats at night. You may have heard that eating fat too close to bedtime can cause indigestion, slow down weight loss, or keep you up at night. So many older adults reach for something like crackers, toast, or a light bowl of cereal before bed, thinking they're making a smart choice. But here's what most people don't realize. Avoiding fats before bed, especially the right kind of fats, may be one of the reasons your muscles feel weaker, your mornings feel stiffer, and your energy seems to drop more and more each day. After 60, your body faces new challenges. One of the most important is how well your body can absorb and use the nutrients you give it. Without certain fats, especially in the evening, your body struggles to move those nutrients where they're needed most. Think of healthy fats like delivery trucks. They carry important building blocks to the cells that are trying to repair overnight. If the trucks never show up, the construction site shuts down. And your body wakes up sore, tired, and no stronger than the day before. Have you ever felt like you slept for 8 hours but still woke up feeling like you were hit by a truck? That stiffness in your back, that creak in your knees when you swing your legs out of bed, that first slow step across the floor that feels heavier than it used to, it might not be age catching up with you. It could be your muscles missing the raw materials they needed to heal while you rested. Let's talk about science for a moment. A study published in the journal Nutrients showed that omega-3 fatty acids in particular have a strong connection to improved muscle function and better sleep quality in older adults. These fats aren't just good for the heart. They are anti-inflammatory, they protect brain health, and most importantly for our topic, they improve how your muscles recover and grow. But don't worry, this doesn't mean you need to cook up a fillet of salmon every night. The fats we're talking about are simple, accessible, and easy to include. A spoonful of chia seed pudding made with oat milk, a few slices of avocado on a slice of whole grain bread, or a drizzle of cold-pressed olive oil over lightly steamed vegetables. These are small changes that can create big improvements. You don't have to eat a heavy or greasy meal. In fact, the idea is to eat light but with purpose. That purpose is to give your body the fuel it needs to support muscle repair, joint comfort, and deep, restorative sleep. Many older adults eat their last real meal by 6 or 7 p.m., and then don't eat anything else before bed. If that meal didn't contain the right balance of nutrients, by 2 or 3 in the morning, the body starts running low on essential materials. That's when it may break down your muscle to get what it needs. Have you noticed yourself waking up in the middle of the night, maybe with cold hands or feet, or feeling suddenly wide awake around 3 a.m. with no explanation? That can often be tied to blood sugar instability and a lack of fuel. Healthy fats help regulate that. They give your body something to work with during the quiet hours of the night, keeping everything running smoothly so your sleep stays uninterrupted and your muscles stay protected. Let's pause here for a moment. You've probably seen all kinds of diets online that tell you fat is the enemy, that you should cut back completely or avoid it at all costs. But those messages often ignore age. Your body is not 30 anymore. And that's not a bad thing. It just means the rules are different now. After 60, your body actually benefits from fats that support brain health, hormone production, and nutrient absorption. In fact, without them, your body may struggle to maintain balance in every system, especially your muscles. So, what does this look like in real life? Let's say it's 8:30 p.m. and you're watching a bit of television before bed. You're not too hungry, but you want a little something. Instead of reaching for a plain cracker or a sugary biscuit, imagine spreading a little mashed avocado on rye toast, adding a tiny pinch of sea salt and maybe a sprinkle of hemp seeds. That's a muscle-supporting, sleep-friendly snack right there. It's light, tasty, and powerful. Or try this. Take a small handful of walnuts, care them with half a banana, and let the gentle blend of protein, fiber, and fat help your body slide into deeper rest and more complete repair. Have you felt this before? You wake up and stretch, but something still feels tight. You try to get moving, but your joints feel sticky, and your arms don't have quite the same power they had even last month. You tell yourself, maybe I just slept wrong, but it keeps happening. That's your body whispering that something is missing. And no, it's not about eating more. It's about eating smarter. The good news is, this is one of the easiest things to fix. It doesn't require buying supplements or cooking complicated recipes. It just means making sure you include a source of healthy fat in your evening routine. When you do, you're not just protecting your muscles. You're also feeding your brain, lubricating your joints, balancing your blood sugar, and supporting your heart. You're giving your body what it truly needs at this stage of life. Let's bring this back to something simple. Every night, your body has a choice. It can go into repair mode or into breakdown mode. That choice is heavily influenced by what's in your bloodstream when you sleep. By including healthy fats in your evening snack, you help tip the balance toward repair. And when your body repairs instead of breaks down, you wake up stronger. You walk steadier. You feel more alert. You feel more like yourself. It's never too late to start this. Even if you've gone decades avoiding fats, your body will respond when you start feeding it right. The difference can be felt in days, not months. So tonight, instead of skipping that snack or reaching for something sweet, choose something that includes a small, clean, healthy fat. Let it support your recovery, let it protect your muscles, and let it help you wake up with strength. And what's next is even more important. Because what's next is something many seniors use every night, thinking it's helping them sleep better, when in reality, it may be the very thing that's robbing their muscles of recovery. Here's something unexpected at number 3, nighttime herbal teas that flush out your muscle-building minerals. This one might catch you off guard. If you're like many health-conscious seniors, you may have a calming bedtime routine that includes a cup of herbal tea. Maybe it's chamomile, peppermint, or a blend that promises to soothe digestion or improve sleep. It's warm, familiar, and comforting. It feels like self-care, and in many ways it is. But here's the part most people don't realize. Some of the most popular bedtime teas can act as diuretics. That means they increase urination, and when your body flushes out extra water, it also loses vital minerals. Those minerals, including magnesium, potassium, calcium, and sodium, are essential for overnight muscle repair, hydration balance, and even heart rhythm stability. It may seem harmless, but if you're getting up during the night to use the bathroom or waking with sore legs, cramps, or general morning fatigue, there could be a hidden connection. That soothing tea might be depleting the very nutrients your body needs to stay strong. Magnesium is especially important. It supports muscle recovery, calms the nervous system, reduces nighttime cramps, and improves sleep depth. But it's also quickly lost through urine. Teas with hibiscus, dandelion, or parsley are particularly strong natural diuretics, even though they are often marketed as gentle and healthy. A study published in the journal Nutrients found that older adults with low magnesium intake showed significantly more muscle weakness and poorer mobility. They also had more disrupted sleep patterns. So while the cup of tea may relax your mind, it could be quietly weakening your body if the ingredients pull minerals out too aggressively. And it's not just about magnesium. Potassium and calcium also support neuromuscular signaling and muscle relaxation. When those levels fall during the night, you're more likely to wake up stiff or sore. You may even notice twitching muscles, restless legs, or cramps in your calves. Many bedtime teas labeled as detox or slim contain ingredients like senna or licorice root. These are strong herbs that stimulate the digestive tract and kidneys. They may make you feel lighter the next morning, but they often cause mineral depletion and even mild dehydration. If you're waking up with dry lips, tight joints, or that sense of being more tired in the morning than when you went to bed, these kinds of teas could be part of the issue. You might think your sleep is the problem, but what's really happening is that your body doesn't have what it needs to rebuild during the night. So, what's the solution? You don't need to give up your tea entirely. You just need to be selective. Choose blends that support relaxation without stimulating fluid loss. Good options include rooibos, lemon balm, passion flower, or chamomile on its own. These are gentle, naturally caffeine-free, and supportive of your body's repair process. You can also enhance your tea with a small splash of almond or oat milk. These are gentle sources of magnesium and calcium. Pair your drink with a few slices of banana or a Brazil nut, both of which are rich in muscle-repairing nutrients. Another simple habit is to avoid tea altogether after 8 p.m. and instead shift your bedtime routine to include mineral-rich snacks that support sleep and strength. A warm drink made with unsweetened plant milk and cinnamon can create the same cozy feeling while helping your body retain more minerals. Let's make this even more practical. Picture your evening. It's 9 p.m. and you're settling in. Instead of reaching for a peppermint detox blend, you boil water and brew some rooibos with a touch of honey and a spoon of oat milk. You pair it with a small square of dark chocolate and a couple of almonds. This not only calms your nerves but feeds your muscles what they need to rebuild. Have you ever woken up with an aching lower back or tight calves and told yourself, "I must have slept wrong"? That may not be the case. Often, it's a sign your muscles lack the minerals to recover properly overnight. And if your evening drink contributed to the depletion, the solution is within reach. When your muscles don't recover, you don't just feel tired. Over time, your balance suffers. Your reflexes slow. You may start avoiding stairs, carrying less, and moving less, which causes more loss. It's a quiet cycle, and it begins with what you consume before bed. By protecting your mineral levels at night, you allow your muscles to truly rest and rebuild. This means fewer cramps, better hydration, steadier steps in the morning, and a lower risk of injury. And remember, it's not about cutting out everything, just making smarter swaps. If you love your tea, keep it. But read the label. Avoid blends with hibiscus, dandelion, senna, or anything that promises to flush or cleanse. These words sound positive, but can signal hidden stress on your system. Instead, look for teas that comfort without taking away. And if you've already been feeling signs like weak legs, brain fog, or poor recovery from simple activities, adjusting your bedtime beverage could be one of the easiest changes to turn things around. Your body is not broken. It is simply asking for the right support. Tonight, instead of a drink that depletes, choose one that restores. Let your evening routine help you heal. Let every sip strengthen the version of you that wakes up tomorrow. If you've made it this far, that means you care deeply about your health and your future. Please take a second to subscribe and visit thegoldenyearsrx.com. We've created that space just for you. The next food is a beloved bedtime treat that feels innocent but quietly fuels inflammation and muscle loss. Most seniors eat it at least once a week, thinking it helps them sleep better, but it may be doing the opposite. Let's take a closer look. Number 2, that small bowl of ice cream or sweet dessert before bed. You've had a long day. Dinner is over, the dishes are washed, and you just want something to end the evening on a pleasant note. For many seniors, that often means reaching for a scoop of ice cream, a small piece of cake, or even a few biscuits with tea. It feels like a reward, a comfort, a habit that brings back memories of family, holidays, or easier times. But here's what most people don't realize. That sweet little bedtime indulgence might be quietly working against everything your body is trying to repair at night. It may feel good in the moment, but it can come with hidden consequences for your muscles, your metabolism, and your morning energy. Let's break this down. Most desserts are high in sugar and refined carbohydrates. Even when portion sizes are small, these foods cause a quick spike in your blood sugar, followed by a drop. That drop triggers the release of stress hormones like cortisol, which interfere with the body's natural release of growth hormone. And growth hormone is one of the most critical tools your body uses to rebuild muscle while you sleep. After age 60, your natural production of growth hormone has already slowed down. That makes it even more important to protect and support what little you do produce. If your blood sugar is bouncing up and down after a sugary dessert, your body spends valuable overnight energy trying to stabilize glucose levels instead of rebuilding tissue. That means less repair, more breakdown, and ultimately more weakness when you wake up. Have you noticed that after a night with dessert, you sleep a little lighter? Maybe you wake up more than usual, or you feel groggy in the morning, even if you slept 7 or 8 hours. That's your body reacting to the sugar roller coaster. It might settle you emotionally, but biologically, it keeps your system busy when it should be resting. There's another issue with nighttime sugar that most people never hear about. High sugar intake triggers low-grade inflammation, especially in older adults. Inflammation is a natural part of healing, but when it becomes chronic, it starts doing damage. It stiffens joints, interrupts sleep quality, and interferes with nutrient absorption. And since muscle recovery depends on proper nutrition and deep, uninterrupted sleep, sugar can quietly sabotage both without making a sound. A 2019 study published in the journal Aging Clinical and Experimental Research found that seniors who consumed sugar-rich foods in the evening had higher levels of C-reactive protein, a marker of systemic inflammation. These participants also had lower muscle mass, slower walking speed, and more reported fatigue during daily activities. This isn't just about gaining weight. It's about losing strength, coordination, and stamina. That innocent dessert habit, even if it's small and occasional, can chip away at your independence. But before you feel discouraged, here's the hopeful part. You don't need to give up dessert. You just need to replace it with something that satisfies your sweet tooth while supporting your muscles and sleep quality at the same time. Let's talk about some easy swaps. Instead of ice cream, try blending frozen banana slices with a spoonful of almond butter and a splash of oat milk. The result is a creamy, slightly sweet treat that's rich in magnesium and potassium, two minerals that relax muscles and nerves. It feels indulgent but works in your favor. If you enjoy something with crunch, consider apple slices dipped in tahini or natural peanut butter. The fiber in the apple slows down the release of sugar, and the healthy fats in the tahini provide long-lasting fuel for your body to use during overnight repair. Craving something warm? Try stewed berries with cinnamon and a dollop of plain Greek-style yogurt. This delivers protein for muscle building, antioxidants to reduce inflammation, and a comforting flavor that won't spike your blood sugar. These kinds of snacks do more than taste good. They help you stay asleep longer, enter deeper sleep stages, and wake up with more stability in your legs and more clarity in your mind. Have you felt that frustrating gap where you know you slept but still don't feel refreshed? Like your body went through the motions of rest but didn't truly recharge? That is what happens when recovery is interrupted, and sugar plays a bigger role in that than most people ever realize. Let's go one step deeper. When your body goes into repair mode at night, it relies on insulin sensitivity to deliver amino acids and nutrients to muscle tissue. Excess sugar dulls that sensitivity. Over time, this leads to more insulin resistance, higher fat storage, and a slower metabolism. In older adults, these changes can lead to a loss of lean mass, which reduces strength and increases fall risk. It's a cascade that starts quietly and picks up speed over the years. And the emotional piece matters too. Many seniors eat dessert at night because it feels comforting. It brings joy, memories, or a moment of control in an unpredictable world. That connection is valid and real. You deserve to enjoy what you eat. But imagine how much more powerful that dessert could be if it also helped you sleep deeper, wake up stronger, and feel more energized throughout the day. Food should be a friend to your health, not a quiet enemy working behind the scenes. Tonight, when you reach for something sweet, pause for a moment. Ask yourself whether that food will feed your cravings or feed your recovery. Then try a nourishing version that does both. You may find that your sleep becomes more restful, your morning stiffness decreases, and your body begins to feel more like it used to. Because the truth is, healing doesn't stop with medication or exercise. It begins with what you do every day. What you eat. What you believe is possible. And what you give your body when it needs it most. That brings us to the most important item on our list. The next food we will talk about is a bedtime food that not only repairs muscle, but also triggers hormone signals that protect your heart, support brain health, and activate natural anti-aging pathways while you sleep. It's something most seniors overlook completely. Number 1. Fermented foods that trigger muscle-regenerating hormones while you sleep. This one is often completely overlooked. It's not a trendy superfood or a new supplement. In fact, it's something ancient, simple, and used in traditional cultures for centuries. And it may be the single most powerful bedtime food for people over 60 who want to restore strength, improve digestion, and protect their independence. We're talking about fermented foods. Things like plain yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut, or even fermented plant-based alternatives like coconut yogurt or tempeh. What these foods have in common is that they're packed with living probiotics and short-chain fatty acids that do more than support digestion. They actually activate signals in the body that promote muscle repair, anti-inflammatory recovery, and hormone regulation while you sleep. Let's take a closer look. Your gut and your muscles are more connected than most people realize. This connection is called the gut-muscle axis, and it becomes more important with age. As we get older, the diversity of gut bacteria often declines. That can lead to more inflammation, reduced nutrient absorption, and weaker signals between the food you eat and the muscles you're trying to maintain. Fermented foods help restore this balance. They introduce beneficial bacteria that help break down nutrients more effectively. This includes amino acids, vitamins like B12 and K2, and even minerals like calcium and magnesium, all of which are critical for maintaining muscle strength and joint health. But the real magic happens after digestion. When those probiotics interact with your gut lining, they help produce compounds that stimulate the release of insulin-like growth factor 1, or IGF-1. This hormone plays a central role in muscle growth, tissue repair, and fat metabolism. In younger people, IGF-1 is abundant. But after 60, it naturally declines. That's part of why it becomes harder to stay strong or bounce back from minor injuries. A 2022 review published in the journal Frontiers in Nutrition found that fermented dairy products improved muscle strength, reduced inflammation markers, and supported better sleep quality in seniors. These effects were especially strong when the foods were consumed in the evening. So, how do you use this? It's simple. About 1 hour before bed, enjoy a small serving of fermented food. This could be half a cup of plain kefir, which is a fermented milk drink similar to yogurt, but with even more probiotics. It could be a few tablespoons of natural yogurt topped with ground flaxseed and cinnamon. If you're plant-based, unsweetened coconut yogurt or a spoon of miso broth can also deliver similar benefits. These foods are gentle on digestion, satisfying to the palate, and powerful for nighttime recovery. Let's talk about what happens next. Once you fall asleep, your gut begins its maintenance cycle. The probiotics from fermented foods are already at work breaking down toxins, reducing inflammation, and improving how your body absorbs nutrients. Meanwhile, your brain enters deeper sleep stages. The body's natural repair hormones, growth hormone and IGF-1 are released. And now, thanks to the signal from those fermented foods, those hormones have a stronger effect. They begin repairing muscle microtears, restoring connective tissue, regulating fat metabolism, and calming chronic inflammation. This means you wake up not just rested, but physically stronger. Have you felt that sensation where your legs feel shaky for no reason, or where you drop something because your grip just isn't what it used to be? That's not just aging. It's often a sign that your muscles are breaking down faster than they're rebuilding. But here's the truth. Your body can still rebuild muscle in your 60s, 70s, and even 80s. The science is clear. The key is creating the right environment, and fermented foods before bed are one of the most effective and natural ways to do that. Let's make this practical. Let's say it's 9:15 p.m. You had dinner a few hours ago. You're watching a program or reading a book. This is the perfect time to prepare your bedtime support. Grab a small bowl. Spoon in some plain kefir or natural yogurt. Add a few crushed walnuts for healthy fats and a touch of honey if you need sweetness. Stir in a pinch of turmeric or cinnamon to calm inflammation. That's it. A few minutes, a simple habit, and you've created a nighttime healing system inside your own body. It's small but powerful. And this isn't just about muscles. Fermented foods also improve neurotransmitter balance, especially GABA and serotonin, which help calm the brain and promote longer, deeper sleep. That means you fall asleep faster and stay asleep longer. So if you've been waking up tired, stiff, foggy, or unmotivated to move, this one habit can quietly change everything over the next few weeks. You may notice stronger legs, a steadier walk, or even clearer thoughts throughout the day. You may feel less tension in your lower back, more confidence when stepping off a curb, and fewer aches when you get up in the morning. This is what rebuilding feels like. And the most encouraging part is that you don't need to change your entire life. You only need to support what your body is already trying to do. It's working every night to repair, restore, and rebuild. Your job is to give it what it needs. Fermented foods might not look like miracle cures, but inside your gut and muscles, they are powerful signals that say, it's time to grow stronger again. Let's take a moment to reflect. Over the course of this video, we've uncovered 5 common habits that may be weakening your body at night, and 5 simple foods that can help reverse the damage. These changes are small, but the results build up day after day. You don't need to live in fear of getting older. With the right evening habits, you can continue to feel strong, capable, and independent. And that's what the golden years is all about. Before we go, if you found this video helpful, consider subscribing to our channel so you never miss another practical guide like this one. And if you want to connect with like-minded seniors who are also focused on strength, longevity, and vitality, visit us at thegoldenyearsrx.com. It's our trusted community space where we share daily tips, nutrition insights, and uplifting advice for thriving after 60. You're not alone on this journey. And you're never too old to feel strong again. We'll see you in the next video.